I left the house at about 11 o'clock to hit the road for DC. I passed through a bunch of cute little towns, stopped at this gorgeous scenic overlook for a couple pictures, and then drove through this crazy thick fog for like over an hour. And eventually I ended up in DC. Checking out the view. See the Washington Monument from my window. Made it to the hotel. I've got all my stuff set up. I went ahead and hung up my shirts already. The room is super cute. We've got a full king-size bed. We've got the mini fridge. I don't see a microwave anywhere in here, so it looks like we're going to be outsourcing for that, but there is a restaurant here, so I might not need it. I was thinking about having a pizza delivered and then just kind of take the evening just to kind of settle in and chill out, maybe take a bath, watch a movie or something, and then tomorrow get ready for the chaos that ensues. Let's see what this pizza looks like. Oh, yes, absolutely. Amazing. Look how beautifully lit the Washington Monument is. Good night, DC. Good morning. We are on foot trying to make it to the Washington Monument today. I figured it would be a nice opportunity to catch all the sights along the way. We've got DuPont Circle, which is this super cute little strip. I mean, there is a mixture of antique and modern buildings here. We've got the Dwight D. Eisenhower Executive Office Building. This was huge. The Washington Monument looks so ominous with this background. Still pretty neat nonetheless. And as you can kind of see, there's like two-tone stone feature going on here. That's the White House. I couldn't see it that great. It was really fenced off and highly protected. This was the Smithsonian. It opens at 10 o'clock and I got there kind of early, so I was just kind of sitting outside for a little while. It is completely jam-packed full of amazing exhibits that were all donated for the sake of education, and all the donors have been commemorated. Some items were just casted, and other items are legit fossils. And then of course you've got whatever this is. The movie Night at the Museum was actually inspired by the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History. I got so lucky to be able to see the Cherry Blossom Festival so well from this window. The Hope Diamond. First full day in DC was a complete success, I would say. I walked all the way down to the Washington Monument. On my way there, I saw so many different cool, like, statues and other small things that caught my eye. On top of all the other cool things that I saw, I happened to show up at the right time and I caught the Cherry Blossom Festival downtown. It was going on from 10 a.m. to 12:30, and while I was in the Museum of Natural History, I got this awesome like bird's eye view of the parade, but I just don't have any sound over those videos. I was definitely hurting by the time I got out of the Smithsonian. So when they say bring comfortable shoes, they mean it. They freaking mean it. Now I need to run downstairs and grab much more comfortable shoes out of my car and get ready for my Uber. I have a very busy night. I'm going to the mansion on O Street. This is the mansion on O Street. They have everything here. I'm talking Janet Jackson's used shoes. They've got these cool hand-painted tiles. They have anime stuff. They have antique stuff. Any theme you could imagine, it's here. So we've got secret passages for you to discover. So many cool different ones. As you can see, I'm checking this room out, looking for my next opportunity to discover a hidden door. Spoiler alert, this one is not a hidden door. You can absolutely get lost in here. There are so many cool things to see. This is Rosa Parks' actual room. She lived here for like years. Ha, they got me with this one. They are super serious about not moving the art because there's not going to be like a door behind it. Literally everything in here was for sale. Like everything. If you couldn't pick it up, all you had to do was take a picture of it and someone from reception would get it down for you. They have so many unique bathrooms in here as well that the guests can actually use. People can pay to stay here and enjoy these super cool rooms and amenities. It is very expensive to stay here though, and I'm not really sure how they go about removing all the art to ensure that there's no theft happening, but with a view like that, I might be able to fork it out. When I say a lot of unique things, I really, really mean that. Ooh, another hidden passageway that leads to nothing. This is inside the elevator. Of course they couldn't be boring. It cost me $42 to do this. Good morning! It is our final day in Washington. I'm hoping that I can hit the Washington Monument, the Tidal Basin, the Holocaust Museum, and the Lincoln Memorial. I got up extremely early, caught an Uber, made my way to the Washington Monument. There were already some people in line when I got here, and apparently where I was standing is one of the last lucky spots you could stand in because I did happen to get a same-day ticket. The Washington Monument is obviously dedicated to George Washington, one of the founding fathers of our country. And this is the view from the top. I mean, you can see so much of DC, everything from the Lincoln Memorial to the Jefferson Memorial, and just about anything in between. We're looking over the tidal basin, but there's not very many cherry blossoms here. That's the White House. I made my way over to the Holocaust Museum. Had to walk around the back because I was on the wrong side. This is the right side if you're not in a group. I'm pretty sure this was a real piece of fence from the actual concentration camps. It had a notice not to touch it or alarms would sound, so I'm pretty sure it is something. I purchased the Children of Williston Lane book from the bookstore. I walked so many miles yesterday, so I rented a scooter so that way I could see a little bit more in a little bit less time. Stopped at the Veterans of Foreign Wars Memorial. Happened to see West Virginia. I literally stopped, looked right over, and saw our pillar. This is the reflection pool. As you can see, there's so many people enjoying the space. And it was such a lovely day. Lincoln is so much bigger in person, you would not believe. From a mountain of despair, a stone of hope. There was a live band playing that day. We've got a beautiful view of that tidal basin. FDR statue with his dog, of course. This is the back side of the Jefferson Memorial, and I rode my scooter around the front just for it to die. This is not a rideable zone. Do not take your scooters here. Cherry blossoms, there they are, so fluffy and pink. I stopped at this restaurant, the Hamilton. It's just in the bottom of the Hamilton Hotel, but I noticed they had this brioche French toast with West Virginia maple syrup. Get out of here. So I had to stop in and try it. And look at this! As you can see, I really enjoyed that. Wear comfortable shoes. That very first day, I thought that I could walk all over with jeans and rain boots. That was incredibly silly of me. Second thing, at the Washington Monument, they do not allow you to carry in anything that could hurt someone else, any combustibles, like literally anything. You have to go through airport-style security in order to get into that monument. So I'm talking everything down to fingernail clippers, mace, lighters, vapes, anything. Strollers, you have to leave those at the fence line. So your valuables and things, try to leave them at the hotel if you can. Do not look like a tourist, because people will walk up to you and they will try to put bracelets on your hands, or they'll try to sell you things, or they'll try to get money out of you. Don't look like a tourist. Keep your eyes completely straight, like you know exactly where you're going, and just walk, like with a purpose. If you're moseying around or anything, you will get flagged down by one of these people. If you can do it, just rent one of the scooters. I literally loved the experience of having that scooter. It was so cool. Except for when I went to the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. That was not a rideable zone towards the front, and it only started chirping at me once I actually got towards the middle of that area, so I had to literally like walk the scooter out of that space before it would turn on again. And if you leave it sitting for 5 minutes, so like if you're sitting there and you're taking pictures of something, if you stepped off of it for a moment and you're like taking pictures of things around you, after 5 minutes your ride will stop. So if your phone is dead, don't let that happen. That's the other thing. Make sure you have a battery bank with you, because if not, your phone's probably going to die 87 times with how many times you're pulling it out to get pictures and everything else. Okay, so that concludes my very first solo trip to Washington, D.C. I hope you enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed myself, and I look forward to bringing you much more content just like this in the very near future. See you then.